Looking elegant in photos, especially over 50, isn't about filters or pretending to be younger. It's about tiny shifts no one ever taught us. What you wear, how you stand, where you look when the camera comes out. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 10 simple tricks you can run through in your head before anyone even says smile. We'll start with what you're wearing, then how you stand, what your arms and waist are doing, and finally your face, light and angle, so everything works together instead of fighting you. So let's start with the thing that makes or breaks a photo before you even pose: your outfit. Trick 1, outfit structure, not bulk. Before we even talk about posing, we have to talk about what is on your body. A lot of the problem in photos isn't your face or your age. It's that the camera turns anything thick, boxy or heavy into extra width. Chunky knits, stiff tweed, and big square jackets can make your middle look larger and your shoulders look sloped, even if they felt fine in the mirror. Elegant women don't chase tight clothes. They chase structure. Structure means your outfit has a gentle shape at the shoulder, a hint of a waist, and some openness around the neck. The fabric skims instead of clings. It falls in clean lines instead of bunching and puffing. You still feel comfortable, but the camera sees a clear outline instead of a fuzzy block. Think about a simple outfit: a slim, dark pant and a softly tailored blazer, something like the SPANX, the perfect pant. Slim straight gives you a smooth line from hip to ankle, instead of folds and sagging at the knee. A blazer like the TALBOTS Mrs. Luxe Ponte blazer, which I've linked in the description, adds gentle structure at the shoulder and curves in slightly at the waist, so your torso looks intentional, not boxy. Visually, imagine a side-by-side shot. On one side, you're in a big chunky cardigan and loose knit pants. Everything blends into one shape. On the other, you're in a draped top, structured blazer and clean pant. Suddenly you have a shoulder, a waist and long legs. The only thing that changed was the structure of your clothes. The simple rule is this: for photos, choose drape and structure over bulk, so the camera sees shape, not a rectangle. Trick 2, necklines and framing the face. Once your outfit has structure, the next thing the camera notices is the space right under your chin. That neckline area can either make you look open, lifted and elegant, or crowded, heavy and shorter than you are. A lot of women over 50 reach for high necklines because they feel safe. Crew necks, turtlenecks, busy scarves, chunky statement necklaces, all stacked together. In real life, it can feel cozy and covered. But in photos, everything from your chin to your chest becomes one solid block. It shortens the neck, makes the upper body look wider, and drags attention away from your face. Elegant photos need breathing room around your features. That doesn't mean plunging necklines or showing skin you're not comfortable with. It means creating a gentle V or open curve so the eye travels upward, not sideways. A soft V-neck, a scoop neck, or a shirt with the top button or two undone gives a glimpse of collarbone and creates a natural frame for your face. Jewelry should support that frame, not fight it. Instead of a chunky collar that sits right at your throat, try one simple piece that follows the line of your neckline. A delicate chain, a small pendant, or a pair of earrings that bring light toward your eyes. Think one quiet focal point, rather than a whole collection competing for attention. When you look at a photo, ask yourself, is my face the main detail here, or is my neckline louder than I am? If the neckline is shouting, open it up. Give that area space, soften the shapes, and let your features be the star. Once the frame around your face is working, posture is what makes that frame look elegant instead of stiff. And that's what we'll fix in the next one. Trick 3, tall, not tight posture reset. You can have the right clothes and still hate your photos if your posture collapses the minute someone lifts a phone. Most of us have a few automatic habits: rounding the shoulders, leaning one hip out, locking the knees, or shrinking a little to stay out of the way. In real life, it just feels polite. In pictures, it makes you look shorter, wider, and less confident than you really are. Elegant posture is not about standing like a soldier. It's about creating one long, relaxed line through your body. easy. Start at the top. Imagine a string at the crown of your head gently lifting you up. Your chin stays level, not tilted up, but your spine suddenly feels a little longer. Then roll your shoulders up, back and down so your chest opens softly and your collarbones are visible instead of caved in. What you wear underneath actually helps here. If your bra digs, squeezes, or cuts in, your body will instinctively hunch to hide it. A smoothing style like the SOMA Vanishing Back Full Coverage Bra lets fabric sit cleanly on top, so you don't feel the need to fold your arms across your chest or round your shoulders. Now move down, unlock your knees, shift most of your weight onto your back leg, and let the front knee soften just a touch. This tiny adjustment stops you looking rigid and gives your body a natural curve. From the side, it creates that subtle S shape that always looks graceful in photos. Before the camera clicks, do a 3-second check. String up, shoulders down, weight back. You're not posing, you're just allowing your real height and presence to show instead of shrinking yourself right out of the picture. Trick 4, the arm gap rule. You can have a beautiful outfit and great posture, and your arms will still ruin the photo if they're glued to your sides. When you press your arms tight against your body, they flatten out and look wider. They also hide your waist, so everything from your shoulders to your hips turns into one straight column. Most of us do this because we feel awkward and don't know what to do with our hands. So we clamp everything down and hope for the best. The camera reads that as tension. It makes your upper body look heavier and your pose look stiff, even if the rest of you is relaxed. The elegant fix is tiny. Create a little air gap between your arm and your waist. You don't have to hold your arm out. Just let your elbow float a few centimeters away from your body. Your fingers stay soft, not clawed. Your shoulders stay low and relaxed. That small pocket of space is enough for the camera to see the curve of your waist again. You can also give your hands a job. Rest one hand lightly on your hip, the side of your thigh, or the strap of your bag. Gently hold one wrist with the other hand in front of your body. Touch a necklace or the edge of your jacket. These tiny movements bend your elbows and create shape instead of letting your arms hang flat like boards. Next time someone points a camera at you, do a quick mental check. Are my arms pasted on, or is there a little air between my arm and my waist? That one detail can be the difference between a photo you crop and a photo you keep. Trick 5, waistline illusion and hip shift. Now that your arms are working with you, let's talk about your waist. One of the fastest ways to look wider in photos is to stand square to the camera in something loose. A floaty dress, a boxy shirt dress, an oversized blouse, all of that extra fabric spreads out evenly, and the camera reads it as one big shape. Your natural curves disappear. The goal isn't to squeeze your middle, it's to suggest a waist even if you're wearing something relaxed. Start by turning your body so you're not straight on. A gentle 3/4 angle is enough. Put most of your weight on the leg that's farther from the camera and let the front knee soften just a little. Already, your outline looks narrower and more dynamic. Next, give your waist a hint. You don't have to plant a dramatic hand on hip. You can rest your hand lightly at the side of your waist, touch the tie of your dress, or let your fingers graze the top of a pocket. That small contact point tells the eye, here's where the shape comes in, even if the fabric itself is loose. This is where the right dress style really helps. A tie waist shirt dress, like the Veronica tie waist midi shirt dress from Derek Lam 10 CROSBY, builds the illusion in for you. The vertical shirt details lengthen your body, while the tie lets you decide how much definition you want. On camera, it reads as intentional structure, not cling. Picture A before and after. Same woman, same dress. In the first shot, she's straight on, arms flat, no hint of a waist. In the second, she's angled, weight back, hand brushing the tie. Nothing about her body changed, only how she used her waist and hip to guide the viewer's eye. Trick 6, feet, legs, and the invisible triangle. Most women think about their outfit and maybe their hair and then completely forget about their feet. But the way you place your feet and legs quietly controls your whole shape in a photo. When you stand with your feet side by side, legs straight and locked, the camera sees a block. It shortens your legs and makes your pose look awkward, even if everything else is elegant. The fix is simple. Create an invisible triangle. Start by putting one foot slightly in front of the other, like you've just taken a soft step. Keep most of your weight on the back leg and let the front knee bend just a little. From above, your 2 feet and your hips form a gentle triangle shape that points the eye upward along your body. This stance does 3 things at once. It slims your silhouette because you're no longer squared off to the camera. It adds movement so you look relaxed instead of stiff. And it instantly lengthens your legs, especially if your shoes and your skin tone are similar in value. Shoes really matter here. A sleek pointed flat like the ROTHY'S, the Point 2 washable pointed toe Ballerina flats, visually stretches the line of your foot and blends into that front leg instead of chopping it off. I've linked this style in the description as an example, but the idea works with any low-profile, slightly pointed shoe. Before any full-length photo, take 1 second to glance down. Are your feet parallel and frozen, or is one foot leading, knee soft, weight back triangle created? That tiny change at the bottom subtly improves everything the camera sees from the ground up. Trick 7. Chin, neck, and jawline awareness. You can have perfect posture from the shoulders down and still dislike your photos if your chin and neck collapse at the last second. What most of us do when a camera comes out is one of 2 things. We either tuck the chin down toward the chest or we pull the head backwards, trying to hide. Both habits shorten the neck and push any softness under the jaw straight toward the lens. The camera is very sensitive to angles in this area. A few millimeters can change everything. When you drop your chin too far, your face looks rounder and your neck disappears. When you pull your chin back, the skin under your jaw compresses. Neither has anything to do with age or weight. It's purely geometry. The elegant fix feels strange but looks beautiful. Start by imagining that same invisible string at the crown of your head, gently lifting you up. Let your neck grow tall. Then, instead of lifting your chin, you slide it slightly forward and a tiny bit down as if you're reaching toward the camera with the tip of your nose. Your jawline lengthens, your neck stays extended, and the skin under your chin smooths out. Keep your shoulders relaxed and low while you do this. If your shoulders creep up, the effect is lost. You want space between your shoulders and your ears, a long line through the neck, and a chin that is quietly reaching forward, not up, not back. Practice this in the mirror first, turning slightly from side to side. You'll see that there's a sweet spot where your jaw suddenly looks cleaner and your neck looks more graceful. Remember that feeling. So when someone says smile, you don't just pose your mouth. You gently place your head where the camera loves it most. Trick 8. Eyes, smile, and micro expression. Even when your outfit, posture, and jawline are perfect, the whole photo can fall apart if your expression feels forced. Most women have a photo face they've been using for years, a big, tight smile that doesn't reach the eyes, or a careful, polite expression that looks a little frozen. The camera picks up every bit of that tension. The most elegant photos come from the smallest expressions. Instead of thinking, I need to smile for this picture, think, what do I actually feel right now? Picture a moment that warms you up inside, your grandchild giggling, a holiday memory, the pride you felt when you finished something hard. Let that feeling hit first, and then let your mouth react to it. Your eyes will soften, the muscles around them will lift, and your smile will look alive instead of painted on. It helps to have 3 micro expressions you know you like. First, a soft, closed mouth smile, lips gently together, eyes relaxed. Second, a gentle, open smile, showing a bit of teeth, but not stretching your mouth wide. Third, a listening face, like you're paying attention to someone you love, with slightly raised eyebrows and warm eyes. Practice them in the mirror when you're not under pressure. Notice how each one feels in your cheeks and eyes. That way, when someone says smile, you can quickly pick one instead of panicking and defaulting to the big, stiff grin you always regret later. Also, pay attention to your breathing. Right before the photo, exhale slowly. slowly, and then take a tiny breath in. It relaxes your mouth and shoulders and stops you from clenching your jaw. Remember, the camera doesn't need a huge performance. It just needs a real emotion turned up by about 10%. Next, we'll let the environment help you out by fixing your light, angle, and background. Track 9, Light, Camera Angle, and Background Control. You can do everything right with your body and still be betrayed by bad light. Harsh overhead lighting from ceiling spots or kitchen fixtures throws shadows under your eyes, deepens lines, and makes skin look uneven. Standing with a bright window behind you turns you into a silhouette and blows out everything else. For elegant photos, you want soft front-facing light. Turn so the light source is coming toward your face, like a window in front of you or just off to the side. If daylight feels too strong, step back a little or let it filter through sheer curtains. The goal is a gentle wash of light that smooths and flatters, not a spotlight. Then think about the camera angle. Ask whoever's taking the photo to hold the camera around your chest or shoulder height, never low by their stomach. A slightly higher angle that tilts down a touch is kind to almost everyone because it follows the natural lines of your face and body instead of shooting up your nose. Finally, simplify the background. Take one step away from clutter, fridge doors, piles of stuff, busy patterns. A plain wall, doorway, or soft greenery keeps the focus on you where it belongs. Chapter 10. Your 10-second signature photo ritual. Here's the real secret. Elegant photos aren't about remembering 10 separate tricks. They're about turning them into one tiny ritual you can run through in your head in about 10 seconds, no matter where you are or who's holding the camera. Start with your frame. Glance down and check your outfit. Does it have some structure or are you swallowed in fabric? If needed, open your neckline a touch, smooth a lapel, or tug a hem so your lines look clean. Then lift up through the crown of your head so your posture is tall, not tight. Next, shape your body. Turn slightly so you're not straight on. Put most of your weight on the back leg, soften the front knee, and create that invisible triangle with your feet. Let a little air appear between your arm and your waist. Maybe your hand finds your pocket, a belt, or the side of your hip, just enough to suggest a waistline. Then place your face. Lengthen your neck, slide your chin gently forward and a little down, and find one of your 3 practiced expressions: soft smile, open smile, or listening face. Think of a real feeling for 2 seconds so your eyes wake up. Finally, check your light. Turn toward the nearest soft light source, window, doorway, or open shade. Take half a step away from clutter so the background calms down. That's it. Frame, shape, face, light. Run through it once before every photo and you stop leaving the result up to chance. You're not hoping the camera is kind, you're quietly guiding it so what shows up on the screen finally matches the elegant woman you already are in real life. Those are your 10 tiny tweaks to look elegant in every photo at any age. If this helped, tap like and hit subscribe so more women over 50 can find it. You'll find the products and styles we've talked about in the description below. And when you're ready, watch the next video on your screen to keep building your signature style and confidence day after day.